At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show.
Finally, Iron Mike Tyson has made the sad admission that his fight with Jake Paul wasn't the pure boxing fight many had expected, as they had most parts of the fight scripted well. While he gave the reason that the fight would have been stopped by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations if they didn't agree to script most parts of it. Boxing fans didn't find his excuse reasonable enough. This was disappointing for many, especially those who saw the fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Jake Paul as a contention for the sport of boxing, where Mike Tyson represented boxing in all of its nuances, right from the amateurs, the rankings, the trainings and sparring, the ideal way of making champions, and, most importantly, the triumphs like I expected it.
Like I expected it to be.
What is your assessment of Jake Paul, the boxer?
He's a very good fighter.
Do you think he deserves respect from the public?
Absolutely.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
On the other hand, Jake Paul represented the easy and very questionable way to the top. Sadly, boxing bowed to influencer boxing because of money, more painfully. This show of shame was sponsored by one of boxing's greatest ever athletes, the baddest man on the planet. And while he has come to admit the fakeness of the fight, it sparked a mood of disappointment among boxing fans.
It's a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. Yeah, there was a point where...
Immediately after the fight, the all-time youngest world heavyweight champion took to X to explain everything that seemed to have gone wrong in the build-up to the fight, while admitting the fight was scripted to some point, to avoid more health risks. In fact, the fight ended the same way actors would bade their audience goodbye after their performance boxing. Legend Mike Tyson claimed he was proud, despite defeat, but partially because he overcame a medical issue, the extent of which had not been publicly revealed pre-fight. In his first social media statement, following Friday's defeat to Jake Paul, Tyson said he almost died and lost half of my blood during a medical episode earlier this year. This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. Tyson wrote, "I'm grateful for last night. No regrets about getting in the ring. One last time. I almost died in June. Had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood, and 25 pounds in hospital, and had to fight to get healthy. So I wanted to have my children see me stand totally to toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboy Stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you." It's presumed the incident Tyson is referring to is the one that delayed the fight with Paul. Initially, the bout was expected to take place in July, but was delayed after Tyson suffered a medical emergency on a flight due to an ulcer. Tyson spoke about the incident in various interviews and laid out graphic details like him defecating a tar-like substance, but did not mention the seriousness using this vernacular. He also noted that he was aware of how many felt about the outcome, and how it seemed like he didn't do enough to thrill the majority of the audience who decided to make it to the fight to cheer him on. He claimed he couldn't give his very best, nor could he perform very badly, as he and Jake Paul had an agreement, according to Mike Tyson. The fight wasn't entirely scripted, but he and Jake Paul knew they had to be easy on each other, and they both had to avoid knockdowns or knockouts to some extent. His social media post was appealing. It seemed to calm the millions of disappointed fans who were just disappointed at the fight and his performance, but also at Netflix, whose sports streaming debut worsened the whole night's display.
This man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet, so it was really tough.
A fan on X tweeted, "You're still the GOAT, Iron Mike Tyson. I dare anyone else to try and do the same." Another added, "You're still the baddest man on the planet. Glad my kids and I got to see you in the ring. One more time." One last fan added, "Honestly, you've showed durability, heart, and above all else, resilience to overcome what happened in June and even get in the ring is the biggest win of the night forever." The GOAT this, however, did not echo the sentiments of many active boxers like Terrence Crawford, Tony Bellew, and Devon Davis, who felt it was a messy show. Regardless,
It's possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Who comes to mind?
Well, I don't know. Maybe his girlfriend.
lightweight world champion Davis immediately took to social media to give his verdict on the event and slam Paul. He wrote on Instagram, "To the bozo that shared the ring with Mike, You are a hole. Bozo for this, and you didn't get the job done. Dumb head crowd punch up at Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, branded best fight of the night. Davis then posted a separate touching tribute to former undisputed champion Tyson. He added, "You will always be a boxing legend, whether you like it."
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
Motherfucker, I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
There will never be another one, and I understand you so well. All this stuff that is happening now means nothing. Jake Paul shockingly offered world title fight by undisputed champion after Mike Tyson, when his final messages appeared to tease a fight against Paul, where he concluded, "I'll beat the brakes off of him." Child, next voice. He was then asked about Davis's comments at the post-fight press conference, and an inevitable fight response came to fruition. "Yeah, I'd be down to fight. Let's run it," he said. "Is there a height limit in boxing?" Next voice. Paul himself was delighted with how the spectacle turned out, with a contentious win over the icon now on his professional record, and the 27-year-old was keen to salute his rival at the final. Bell not steal the limelight. Mike Tyson